Welcome back to Tabletop Theater and the Curse of Los. Let's see what we got going on.
Removing banter mode.
Previously, we were adventuring into the werewolf den in pursuit of the Tome of Los. In such, we've run across a few werewolves and their werewolf dens, fought a few hard-fought battles. These guys are tough, and there's more coming. Kirill is on his way back, is out there with the main pack doing a hunt. Lucky for you, these guys are at lowered strength. Q has taken over the shadow and therefore the soul and the memories of one of the guards. What was her name?
Asiana.
Asiana. Let me type it here. Asiana.
It's on the map.
And with that, a little bit of exposition happened where your memories, you remember that there's children, human children, locked up in the cages, the next room, under the guard of the Night Queen, a deity that these werewolves pray to. As well as you remember a couple of other things. And I think this is where I'm going to give you a bit more exposition and then give you guys choices on how you want to continue. So Q, did I go through last time how you were remembering stuff? If not,
yes, like the outline of that there are actual other wolves, there are human children here. The item we're looking for will roughly be where the children are. Q kind of basically went, we're saving the children regardless of what anybody else wants.
So let me give you some more information. You dig deeper one more time, and the memory of Asiana, as all of you, and especially you, dig in those last psychic blades into her. You feel them. The pain hits you, the psychic pain of Asiana dying and her soul being sucked into you and their memories flood. Every time you look back, this is the threshold you must go through. Zuleika Toronescu. Zuleika is an elder werewolf. She is the wife of Emerald. Emerald and Kirill, the two head wolves, are at each other's, they're competitors for the wolf clan. Kirill right now is the hard one, the evil one, the one that's working strictly for Strahd. Emerald has been missing. Zuleika, you have overheard her praying for an answer. Where is he? Does Strahd have him? What did Kirill do? These are little things that you remember conversations. You also know who else is left here in the cave. Bianca. Bianca is the wife of Kirill, the current leader of the pack, the more harsher one, the one that's very much working with Strahd, the one that's very much in collecting these kids. Sorry, Los. Again, I said Strahd again. Los. Looking for Los, working for Los, and going after capturing these kids. So you have the two wives here while both men are away. Also, you have Wencesia. You don't have to memorize her name, but it's just one of the current last werewolves that that you haven't come across that you probably hear. She's one of the trainers who happens to have Kellen, one of the youngling werewolves, with her. This is the information that you have. The two wives of the opposing leaders. Wencesia, a trainer who has taken as her care one of the young puppies with rabies. With
When
this
the
new
boss is
information-
alive, when the boss is away, the wives will play.
With this new information, you guys weak from battle, with time pressing. You know the stakes. You know some information. You could either fight, talk, sneak up, formulate a plan. How would you like to proceed? Oh,
I say
now there's a wiki
fireball.
rule. You all know everything that this is basic exposition that she just gave off.
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat that? I wasn't listening.
Just say no.
Basically, Q goes, if we kill off the bad side of the wolf den, maybe the rest of them will leave us alone and we can take those kids. Win-win.
That's it.
When
I
you
vote fireball.
when you mention a pup, is this like somebody who's actually won a previous battle of the children? Or is this
Yes.
one of the children?
This is a children that has been recently turned
Okay,
into a werewolf.
so one that had previously won a battle of kids. Okay.
So he is not in the cages being held against his will. He is a new child pup. He's a puppy under the care of Wencesia, a trainer. 3 adults, 1 children versus 4 adults.
There's Bianca Wencesia. Who was the other adult?
Let me make it easy for you. Let me make it easier. Let me find the camera here.
Somebody's phone is
That's my
ringing.
watch. Sorry. That's my watch. There's a camera. Do you see names or no names?
We see Bianca Wencesia and Cal something, but that's the kid, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
or the puppy, but just those two.
You know what I'm gonna do? If it's okay, we're gonna use Scar's ghostly power to look into this room, so you guys can see the stakes. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Scar, why don't you describe this for me? How you perform this little this thing.
So you all see Scar pull out her bones. Her bone dice.
Oh,
And so she-
pull out my bones. Okay, I'm gonna take part of my arm and
So she's like, talk to me, come on. And she throws the bone dice.
And the image appears. What you're seeing in the next room with all the appropriate names, but let me also describe a letter reading of something. Rough-hewn stairs. Actually, let me read it over here. There it is. I can't do that. I can do this. Sorry. Give me a second. Rough-hewn stairs lead down to a torchlit cave and a bizarre sight. Wide-eyed children stand behind wooden bars and stare at you in terrified silence. The cave holds 6 wooden cages, their lids held shut with heavy rocks. 2 of the cages are empty, and each of the others holds a pair of frightened children. A crude wooden statue stands between the cages. It bears the rough likeness of a wolf-headed woman draped in garlands of vines and night flowers. Piled around the statue's base is an incredible amount of treasure. A woman in shredded clothes kneels before the statue. Behind the statue, 2 maggot-ridden corpses hang from the iron shackles bolted to the wall. The ceiling here is high. It's about 20 feet. That is a crude depiction of the Mother Night. Kneeling before it is a werewolf in a human form.
That's the part we don't see. Or at least I
That
don't
is
see.
Zuleika. You don't see this woman here, Zuleika? Actually.
Well, I'm going to cheat and move myself into the room and see what I see.
Yeah.
And
Why
no,
don't I put everybody cheat here? This way. Yeah, you're right. I put the camera there, so you're right. That's the camera that everybody, not you guys, see. Yeah, here you go.
Okay. I still only see Bianca and Wincentia and Kellen, unless that other thing that doesn't have a name is a character as well.
The
one in front of the statue?
Yeah, that's Zuleika.
Okay. She doesn't have a name.
She does. Can you guys see? Here we go. I don't know. See?
There, she has a name. Zuleika Toradescu.
Oh my God, I need to zoom in.
Just a little bit. Yes, my name is now Armolad Melisian, sorry. Armolad.
Look at those poor little kitties.
Oh,
K-I-D-D, not kitties. K-I-D.
Huh?
So, this is what you know. You're not here yet because this is just the vision that you're seeing as you're describing the room. How would you like to confront this problem? And remember that Q looks like Asiana. She's disguised as one of the human werewolves.
I said, how many, other than, Zuli, how many other bad people are in that room?
Kellen, which is the pup. He's the boy werewolf. Wencesia is the trainer. And Bianca, she's one of the other wife. There's a total of 4 people there that you should see.
Okay. There are 4 bad people in the other room. They're guarding the kids. We need to get rid of them.
I have an inkling we only have one.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Sure. In the meantime, why don't you propose the plan that you're thinking, Q?
I believe if we can talk with the other wife, who is right now the one protecting those children, we might be able to not have to kill everybody in this whole entire den.
You might only have to kill.
If we have to kill anybody out of the 4 adults that are in that room with children, it would be the wife of the person that's out hunting.
Bianca.
Yes.
That's going to really piss him off. Or unless he's fighting his wife. That's true.
No, Bianca is the wife that's currently head alpha of the den because her husband's right now outside with the pack running a hunt.
His name
If
is
she
Kirill,
gets killed,
like kill.
if we kill her off, the other alpha female that's in the room right now guarding the children, if her mate comes back, he becomes now the leader of the pack because he has no wife.
But he has
You have
two
to have two
wives.
alphas to run a pack, both male and female.
But
Hey,
from
hang on.
the way
Key piece of
Carlos was-
information that you're missing.
yeah.
Time out. Key piece of information that you're missing that I mentioned, but you're not grasping. Her husband, Emerald, is missing. She suspects Strahd has him or that Kirill.
Los.
See, I did it again. Thank you. Los. I'm going to stop doing that now. That
No, you're
Los
not.
has him. It's because it's all over the. I got to change the name because it's all over the everything I see on my map. Los has had him either is holding him captive or Kirill had him killed somehow.
Actually, they could make it so that Los has taken the moniker of Strahd in this land.
That's a good point too.
We know his true name is Los, but the others, depending, might know him as Los or Strahd.
Those
Saving
that
you
know him
the
as
embarrassment.
Los is his real name. I like where you're going with this, Rick. Thank you for hey, take an inspiration.
I already have one.
Take another one.
Thank you.
But if you take another one, it erases the first one. So
Actually,
That's when you keep a post-it note and you do a tally count.
this is actually funny because there's a thing that I wanted to introduce. Little tokens like inspiration that you could at any point turn in to do a like, except that it's a Los version of inspiration.
Uh-oh. That
Los.
sounds dangerous.
So it's a perspiration instead of an inspiration.
Yeah.
No sweat. No sweat.
Oh, I'm better.
With Carlos giving that tidbit, it still doesn't matter. Usually you need a male and a female. And if there is still another male out there, the female's not going to mate with that other male. So the pack will be divided.
Who's Zuleika again? Some sort of Reverend Mother or something?
She's the wife of the other one that's missing, Emerald.
Okay.
That's
I thought that.
that's why she's praying. Currently, she's praying like, "Give me an answer. I need to know: is he alive? Is he dead? What's become of him? What has Los done to him, or what has Kirill done to him?" The only complication wrench to your plan, Q, is what about Wencesia, the trainer?
She's going to be loyal to whichever female's alive. Because they technically are the head of the compound when the alpha's away.
So we have a plan. How's everybody else feel about this?
So the plan is take out Bianca? From what I understand.
She's the
That
only
is-
one standing in the way.
That is definitely an option among all the options we have available to us.
Well, I'm in one way, along with Wooster saying yes, and the same fireball could take them both out, Wencesia and Bianca.
But then you're taking out the children.
No.
Yeah, we can. It's a pretty big hole, so
And then Q backs out and leaves.
So not fireball the children. Got it.
I wasn't saying fireball the children.
Yeah,
They're far away from the children.
I do believe I can enlarge my fireball to fit in all the children at the same time.
Again, you also have the recently acquired pup who's still a child. So you can't technically take out the 3 adults without taking out one or the other 4 children. And either way, you've got Q looking at you going, you do any of that, I'm just backing out.
I'm just saying it's an option. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just offering you all the information available at the table.
What about the pup?
Which one?
What is your plan for the pup?
I want to
Which
save
one?
all the children regardless.
Yes, but the pup's not a kid anymore. It's a werewolf.
You don't know that.
Yes. We were told that.
And
Again,
do you
you
believe
don't
It has
everything
been
you've been
converted.
told?
It has
actually
been
done his
converted
turn.
to a werewolf.
There is a chance, and Q knows this, and she exposes that he's new. There's certain spells and curse things that can happen. Let me see if I could bring up the exact text, since it's a point of contention and needs to be clarified.
If it follows any basic werewolf lore, you have to be you have to fully trigger it. Sometimes it can stay in suspense for so long.
A creature cursed in this way gains no benefit from finishing a short rest. Since the curse's dormant form, dusk to dawn, a greater restoration or a remove curse spell cast on this creature and just curse on it. Or if he leaves Barovia. But somewhere on here too, there's another, let's see, another thing about the child that he's too new and you can save him from being a full-on werewolf because anyway, that's just an extra.
We don't have access to any greater restoration spells.
But the villages we've been through do. The village clerk should be able to do it, or take him back to Madame. And she'll
Froggy wants
take
to
care
keep the pup.
Keep the pup. It's a pet.
How about you go in, Q, and you talk a little, and then we'll see how things roll out. Unless we go with Rex's plan, which is just throw a fireball, and there might be a way where we don't
shoot in
get
the dark.
Kellen in, but it'll have to be a sneak in, set up, fireball carefully, and then fight. Sneaking might be a bit difficult since they expect you already.
And the floor's covered in bones.
Thank you for remembering that.
You're welcome. I'll take an inspiration point that I already have.
That we were here.
So you're going to put us back where we were?
Oh yeah. I think you'll be able to see all the stuff. Let me put you all as a tight little group.
I'm in a wall.
So, I propose the following. We go in, present the ultimatum, and then throw a fireball.
What happened to somebody disappeared?
I see us all.
Armolad, can you move yourself to the left of camera?
To the left of camera?
Perfect. That's it. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
This is good.
Right, I'm halfway in one square and half in another.
Yeah. And I'm gonna move camera back just to over here
Or
so the
we
camera can see everything.
later case with the one and just only have to kill one and save everybody else.
Go for it, Q.
Hang on 1 second. No, I'm not gonna mess with it. All right, so we're going talkie.
Yes, we apparently are going walkie-talkie.
As a group, you could help with the intimidation,
Yes,
Or-
definitely.
or you could come in after. So
Oh, I'm coming in.
Azania steps up to Zuleika, or steps into the room. I'm just gonna move all of you guys right here. Did you all see everything? Q as the Aziania. Do you want to start?
It's going to be a deception because I got to roll against the illusion.
It might be a very short
Yeah.
talk.
They've got to roll against it, I believe. That's why I had to pull it back up.
Good call. All right. So first, Zuleika. I don't know if you'll see this. So what is it? A wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom, insight check. Wisdom or insight. I have to go against your deception, but you get +5.
Natural 20.
Okay.
But I get a +5 bonus to my deception.
If they haven't, we don't see their roll, but if they got a 20, we're it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Damn it. I mean, I was really here.
Oh, there
you know,
it is.
29.
They got to get past that for deception +5.
Oh my goodness. With a natural 20, didn't. But first off, I want to make these rolls just show. Always whisper roll. No, never whisper rolls. Damn, I really wanted to see that natural 22. All right. Now I'm just checking something else. Okay. Everybody else is deceived. Everybody's full on deceived. Your roll for deception is really, really high. I can't even beat that with a natural 20. But she suspects something. Zuleika, as she's praying, Azalia, is that you? Our
Yes.
prayers answered. And she moves from the statue and comes closer to you. Meanwhile, Bianca and the rest are just like looking around, waiting anxiously for answers. Talk, girl, talk.
We did have people in front. They have come to tell us that your husband's alive.
My prayers have been answered. Bianca, insight check for if you want to see Bianca's reaction.
Nope.
Too focused. What news? What did they say? Who? What?
They're saying our other alpha's the one who did it.
Is this true, Bianca? Did Kirill work with Los to have Emerald killed? Bianca, what are you talking about? Who are these people that you're listening? Azalia, what are you talking? Who are these people? Roll me another, you could tell that she's from those insights, everybody else is like, oh yeah, she's acting way guilty. This accusation landed right on the money.
On the money.
You guys want to show yourselves now?
Well, sure. From between the molecules, Rek steps out, dusting sleeves. It is true. I saw it happen.
Roll me deception with advantage. Holy shit. Bianca's look instantly like, oh, you didn't see it. You couldn't have seen it. Nobody was there. Wouldn't actually say,
Wait, if no one was there, how would you know?
Bianca, did you have something to do with this?
She was
course not.
there. She was partly guilty.
Don't listen to them. They are working against Los. They are the foreigners, the ones we're supposed to capture. She's gonna try a persuasion. Damn, she's not very good at this. First off, it's Bianca. So I'm just gonna use her stats because it's the same. Oh, she rolled a 7.
There is too much desperation in her voice, isn't it?
When Zesia says, Bianca, I cannot believe you. Who else? My husband too? Is that why he's missing? You said
Yeah.
these foreigners killed them.
It is easy
Why
to
would
blame.
they kill him if they are against Los? It's Los who took him.
Zesia, please believe me. They are trying to trick you. We are the leaders. We wouldn't do nothing like this. One more. For a minute, that other girl, when Zesia is looking between Armolad and Scar, are you there too?
Yeah. I want to do an intimidate though.
I have an assist.
Why
right.
intimidate? I heard
And for the change of pace.
No, never mind. I don't want to do that. No.
I already.
Because we're trying to be
helped
on the
you
same
guys
side,
out. You
right?
guys don't need to counter it.
Damn it. But
If
Zesia's
we
looking at you guys
were
like,
your enemy,
who should I believe?
would we come here
know.
talking?
No, I'm not
instead
going to
of
intimidate.
us
I'm just going to
attacking?
be in the background. I am there, but I'm in the background. Are there
If we were the
Yeah.
enemy,
Are
why
there
would we
any
come
other
with the
are there
truth
any
instead
dragons
of
there?
weapons?
Yeah, perfect. All right. Reckon me either give me a roll that you would think would be appropriate for this. With advantage.
Yeah, it's still deception. I don't need your advantages.
You can see, everybody can see the look of like, yeah. And Bianca's like, fools, don't listen to her. Kill them now.
Resulting to insults is the
She
moment you
runs.
know they have lost all sane arguments.
She realizes she's outnumbered, instantly runs, turns
Asiana.
into a wolf.
Oh, I was going to say, Asiana, should we remove Bianca?
She turns into a. Let me see. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can fix this thing real quick. Detail, token, update token. That doesn't work.
You're not in a hurry.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. What do I have to roll?
Wisdom saving throw.
1 wisdom saving throw coming up.
Insufficient compared to the power of the force holding her down.
Wait, isn't this supposed to be on Bianca, not Zuleika?
I
Yeah,
don't
but
have her
she's using
character up.
Bianca's,
Okay, I was
Zuleika's
making
stats.
sure because
Let's pretend they're the same stats and let's just keep it moving because I can find one for Bianca just for Zuleika. So she is frozen in place. She transformed into a werewolf and started like running away, and halfway out the door she is frozen for 1 whole minute as long as you hold concentration. Meanwhile, Wensica and Zuleika is pleading, I must know, where is your life? Where can I get them? And Wens is like holding the pup back Kellen, and she's unsure of like what to do now.
Why don't you ask her?
Was Bianca frozen before she left the room?
I'm gonna put her back because now she is not quite frozen. I'm gonna move everybody up here so that everybody can see everything. And
I was
very
gonna
easy.
suggest that somebody go over and tie down Bianca before the hold goes off.
Yep.
So she
I
kind
can
of
do
needs to
that.
get roped.
Armolad, why
Or-
don't you take a hold?
Or there's a cage there.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
a
we can put her in
cage
a
too.
cage.
Oops, wrong button. Okay. Why can't I move? I can't move. I'm stuck. There we go.
Now I'm moving you all over the place.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. For some reason, I couldn't move from where I was. Okay.
As you drag
Yes.
Bianca and start moving her toward the thing, Wenzesia and Kellen, the little pup, starts to.
Thanks,
Calm
Dougie.
down, little one.
Wenzesia holds him back. What do you plan to do here?
Establish prior order.
You've killed half of the people I know here already. Don't touch Kellen.
Wasn't planning on it. He's a child.
And Zuleika's like, where is? I must know answers about Emerald.
Bianca would know.
You can have all the time in the world to question her. Meanwhile, we will have the children, and we will be on our way.
And a book.
And the book, of course.
We need to secure them in a new location. They're not safe here.
They're part of our clan. We're gonna need to rebuild, especially if we're to go against Kirill.
You'll be able to go against Carol.
I thought Carol was your friend. Until I'm confused.
Kirill has betrayed them. Now,
Carol is Bianca's mate.
Oh, okay.
Emerald is
sometimes these
I'm gonna make it
elves
easy.
just don't pay attention to the real world.
Yes.
But by the way, Bianca's tied up in the cage.
Yeah. So,
Carol equals bad. Emerald equals meh.
I was gonna say Bam because he spelled Emerald.
So you
as an
desire-
emerald.
to fight Kirill. I'm on board with that. You can count on my aid. What about you? Turning to look at the rest of the party. Would you be willing to fight Kirill with us?
If it's to save everybody, yeah.
In exchange, you won't be needing the children to rebuild your clan.
Or death. Roll me a persuasion.
I'll assist if you want.
Yeah, please do.
You could always have me assist.
Oh, never mind. You said persuasion. Never mind.
Yeah.
Do you want me to assist the persuasion?
Please
It
do.
means he
You
rolls
want
with
some?
advantage. Go for it. Roll with advantage.
Oh,
21.
you rolled with advantage.
Oh. Or 16.
She looks
You-
indecisive, and for a second she's thinking,
You have seen our power in action. And we came here to take the children.
Unless the children, on the other hand, say they want to stay and help you rebuild.
are
Then
you
all but
offering
one of
the
them would be
children up to her?
all but one of them would be dead then.
No.
Yeah,
She's
they-
offering
The
the
kids all
choice
fight
to
each
the
other,
children.
and only one gets
No.
to live.
No, if one child stays to help rebuild and they go willingly, she will probably say something differently because they're not fighting. They're willingly coming to be turned.
When Zesia says, if we go,
Children don't have that cognitive reasoning.
let me make this easy. I'm going to make this easy. Let me make this easy and move the story along real quickly and easily. If we go against Kirill, Zuleka, I will have to leave in search of Emerald. That's all I care about. I will be one versus many. Kirill's clan is big. That's why Emerald was taken away, because we were challenging. When Zesia will go with her. If we're to, but we bring Kellen, the pup. Us three will leave in search of Emerald. In exchange, you take the children that are human.
Or another option is you come with us with the children, reunite with your mate, and then come back and challenge. You have Bianca. You can literally challenge the right because she'll be your prisoner.
Wolf doesn't work that way. Emerald needs to be the challenger.
That's why I'm saying come with us, with the children, unite with your mate, and then come back and challenge.
I
Roll me a
don't plan
persuasion
on-
again.
I can't help you with that.
We wouldn't be welcome in. We wouldn't be welcome. We took these children. They would. It'd be a logistical nightmare. We wolves can't go with you. Us werewolves can't go with you, but we won't work against you, and we will aid you when time is necessary. If I could get Emerald quickly, let's first find out where Emerald is. Since we have some, everybody's got Bianca. Right now is a good time for her to just say that after brief interrogation, she spills the beans. Los has him at Castle Briarwood. He's a prisoner there.
That was a castle that was pretty close to where we are, yes.
Yeah, but it's way up high overlooking down. It'd be, you kind of have to go all a long way.
Yeah, well,
But your next point of the best place for these children to be taken to would be Balaki. the next big town. There are some that are part of my clan. The Toran clan, Toranescu clan. Emerald and I have people there. And I have an ally as well that you could contact. And she tells you...
Rostavia?
There you go.
Rostavia. I can't read my own handwriting. Rusta something.
I was trying to go back, but it's way too back in my history.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm scrolling back and
So, the
dexterity
most
save.
pressing question, what would you like to do with her?
Bianca would be a prisoner of war.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking the wolves.
Zuleika takes a second, kneels in front of the wolf mother, the statue, looks up at her, nods, slowly walks over to Bianca's cage, opens it. Bianca has this look of fear of like, what are you gonna do? And she says to Bianca, "Forgive me, sister." Stabs her with a silver dagger straight through the heart.
Armolad quickly pulls out his phone and goes to eBay. Where can I get a silver dagger?
Go. Leave now with the children before Carol gets back. I want them to know this was me. Go now.
Do you want us to take Kellen with us?
Well, somebody
No.
needs to show me where the tomb is hiding.
Yes.
Touch nothing but the tome.
This
Leave
sounds
the
familiar.
treasure.
Right, Q, Scar, get the children out of the cages.
Okay.
Armolad, you with
And-
me.
Okay.
Did I hear a yes or a no about Kellen?
He stays with us.
Okay.
No, don't eat that. That's my food.
No, don't eat Kellen.
He's my food.
Yes.
I was talking to my cat.
Don't eat the cat either. Okay.
Let me get to the children.
It tastes quite froggy.
But tasty.
So, we will go fetch the tomb.
The tome.
Yeah,
And
you guys got the
nothing
tome, no
else.
issue. I should look into it. Let's see what the tome says.
It's full of atonement.
There's no place like Tome. There's no place like Tome.
Tome.
It will be the tomb of
Tome
my...
of Los.
I will be entombed in it.
Tome of motorcycle noises.
Tomorrow will be coming.
Tomorrow and Tomorrow creeps past this petty base from day to day.
Can I share this? I can't. We'll get to the tone a little bit. It's a big, thick, heavy book set. Leather bound with
big
metal
and
clasp,
thick.
etc., etc. It looks very pretty.
Alright.
Engine. You try to open it. At first, his language doesn't. You can't really. It needs like a translation. Well, you're gonna need some time for this, or take it somewhere specific to be translated. Very likely that guy knows what to do and knows how to help you decipher its codes. So we'll get to the Thomas route here in a little bit. In the meantime, you grab it. Do not touch the treasure. You leave with the children. They are right now still starved, stunned in a sort of like uh, what's that thing? Shell shocked events. They go with you willingly for the time being. You exit as quickly as you can, knowing that Kirill and the rest of the werewolves are on their way, and that would be a tough fight.
Don't
Especially
want to
now
fight
that you have
kids.
kids with you. Um, However, each of the 8 shield imprisoned here has an AC of 10, 1 hit point, and no effective attacks. They're
Great!
between the age of 1d6 to 1d6 plus 6, so between 6 and 12. The rocks piled atop each occupied cage can be knocked over or lifted off, allowing the cages to be opened. The children are in shock. Those who are set free don't wander far from the characters for fear of being eaten by werewolves and wolves. The corpses hanging on the wall behind the statue are Barovian adults, a man and a woman, killed by the pack and presented as offerings to Mother Night. No, we don't need about that. Treasure. The thing about the kids though is at first they're gonna start being crying and noisy, and it'll be a whole thing trying to get out of here with them, or trying to cut through the forest and pass. But in the meantime, if there's any last little minute things you want to do before we take a breaky.
Breaky. We're little kids now. We're gonna have a breaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Can we
need to
some
get
time
that
out?
donuts for today. Otherwise, we can't play.
Dough or donut.
Exactly.
Oh, I
So
would tell them to pick up donuts.
I
Okay, so
commend you
let's
on how
let's
well
let's
that
do
went.
the donut break.
We'll come back after a brief break.
We'll be back when the donuts are out. I'll see you guys soon. I just realized I have Carlos over there. That way. He shouldn't be.
We'll
Now he's
fix me.
over there. No, he's not. Stay there. Good. That's much better.
He's still over there.
Pick a spot and stay with it. And I'm just kidding.
So when I'm looking at the stream, I'm actually looking at Carlos. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's on the monitor over there.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, that's
In
on
my
the same
end,
side
it's
as
over
where I
there.
have everybody on
So I'm
Zoom
looking outside.
so it works.
It probably flip me. Yeah, I should probably flip me.
So, I think that went well.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah.
Could have gone better, but you know.
Not enough fireballs, right?
Yeah.
Guess
That's what I
what?
Subtle
Not
learning.
enough fighting.
You're welcome.
Not enough
Well,
fighting.
That
I got
was,
to use a cool
Barbarian.
spell and make the enemy not realize what we've
three
done.
full werewolves with multi attack and claw plus 5 damage. Three adult ones at HP around 80 each. That
So,
would be, I think
all
one
I'm
of you may not
hearing-
survive that.
so all I'm hearing subtly is your thank you, Q. That's all I'm hearing is you subtly.
That's about right. So, Scar,
Subtly,
would you like to carry the tome of Lowe's?
Oh.
Apparently, no. The back is aching.
I'll take it. That's fine.
Sure.
Or Q goes and grabs her little bag of holding that has nothing in it anymore and says, "Here, drop it in." Courtesy of the Los family.
I'm giving it to Armolad for reasons.
All right. Scar can put a couple kids on her shoulders and give them piggyback rides. Who wants to ride the dragon? Who wants to ride the dragon?
Well, they're all crying at this point, and like now that it's outside and it's still dark, and they're like, "I want my mommy." Oh.
I'm this close to shouting at these kids.
If you guys can find me a clearing, I can do this.
Yes.
Yeah. How many can it
And
hold?
that keeps everything out.
A lot of people.
9
everybody
creatures
out
of
that we don't
medium
want.
size can fit inside the dome of the spell. Unfortunately, there's way more than 9 of us.
Yes, but the kids aren't medium size.
Yeah, but there's still way more than 9 of us.
How many kids are there?
8.
8.
So that's probably only counts as 4.
That's
so there's
4
less than
medium
9 of
persons,
us.
yes.
So 2 of us can stay out and guard and do rotations.
Rotate. We'll do it in rotations.
Yeah, there's actually 4 plus 4 of us, so yeah, okay. So that means 8 out of 9.
Roll me.
Oh, so
First
it's
off,
sorry, it's 9 creatures of medium size or smaller. So it's about the number of creatures, not the size of the creatures.
Ah,
let me up the stakes a little bit. It's forest. It's dark. You have crying kids with you. You need to find a clearing, a safe space where you could set up.
Then again,
Doing
you can guess
so-
it twice.
Doing so while Kirill, yeah, it sounds better. While Kirill and his men, his werewolf men, are out hunting for you. Let's set up a challenge.
1 second. I'm taking some of that. Oh no, never mind. Won't work.
Let's set up a little challenge. We'll make it easy because everybody's still spent. 5 successes. You tell me one of your proficiencies that you're going to want to roll. The goal is, I'm going to make it easy for level 10 characters. The goal is 15. 1-5. Give me 5 successes, but avoid 3 failures at all costs. You may use a resource like a spell or a special ability, like a rage or something, to give yourself advantage. And I will also allow you to use one of the special Los Inspirations as a reroll. So, how would you like to narrate the next scene as you navigate through these dense forests, avoiding the werewolves with crying children, while Kirill and his werewolf men are after you? Who would like to proceed?
Next one who cries will be fed to the wolves first.
You want to use
Seriously just got the dirtiest look from Q. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
I'm gonna use intimidation for that. Yeah.
all right. Roll it.
Give you the dirtiest look.
There you go.
Definitely.
Ooh, if you would have used a spell or something, got an advantage with that, you would have had a natural 20, which counts for 2
Yeah.
successes.
But alas, you
Equally,
get 1.
a failure, a natural 1 counts for 2 failures.
That's why I have a secret lowest point.
All right. They immediately quiet down, don't make a peep as you're traversing through the next portion quietly. They're scared and moving as best they could, as quickly as they can, to get away from the cave into the forest deep. Who's
Is
next?
I assume this is like thick forest, correct?
Yeah, dark, thick, scrambly branches. That
So just like
spooky
home.
kind.
Oh, what else? What the hell? This is just like home. Okay. I'm going to scout from above. And so I presume that would be something like acrobatics.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah.
And I'm going to, as a boost, I guess, whatever it was, where's the movement one? Um, yeah, the fact that I can like run up the sides of things.
Yeah, but
This one?
yeah, that won't give you a mechanical advantage. Oh, I mean, if you want to roll with advantage, I need you to use up a resource like
Something
key.
expendable.
Uh, uh, I can
Otherwise, it's
use.
just a straight acrobatics roll.
Okay. I'll use a key point to um, pass without trace.
No, just to jump from place to place to place to place.
Okay.
Use your key point, roll me acrobatics with advantage.
Okay. I gotta remove the key point first and then roll acrobatics. I guess I didn't need the advantage.
That's just 2 successes. Scar, did you want to go next? First, let me finish describing. Armolad, you jump from tree to spot, high above. You're looking for clearings like I think I see there, and you get calling of track where the werewolves may or may not be, so you're making sure to stay from that area.
Yeah.
Scar, how would you like to contribute?
Danger sense.
Which does what?
It's the uncanny sense of when
You
things
could click on
nearby
it.
are-
You
What?
could click on it, and we could see the description. But danger sense it allows you to, if I roll something like a fireball and you move away from it. Dexterity saving throws, yeah, see? Um, you know what? I'm gonna allow you to use a dexterity saving throw as your roll, if you'd like. If you use a resource that is expendable, I
Like
will
a
allow you to
rage
roll it with
point?
advantage.
Rage point? A hit die?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get rid of one of my rages.
Okay. Okay, then you get to roll your dexterity saving throw with advantage. Oof.
Just made it.
15. Just made it. 3 successes. So explain. So you were close to failure multiple times. You just barely made it through. Describe to me how you used this dexterity saving throw.
While going through the forest, she had this uncanny ability to see traps or to see pitfalls where the kids, if they fell, they could, um, cry out. So she was able to guide them and so they won't make sounds to get.
Fantastic. Fantastic. 3 successes. Q, I believe you are next. How would you like to contribute?
I'm trying to figure that out. Q's been like trying to figure this out because she's just been giving somebody a dirty look. Because you scared the children into complying.
You can mom them if you want. They're spooked, very scared. They're whimpering softly amongst themselves. and they're very, very scared of wreck.
Oh, I know who they are. Wait a minute. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Is the
Would somebody
cool-
else like to go while she keeps looking?
I don't know what she's looking for, but yeah, we managed to get away from the initial danger and to a place we deem worthy for staying the night. Yes.
No, you still need 5 successes. You only have 3.
Oh, so we have 2 more to go.
You
Right.
have 2 more to go.
So
Q's too
Scar did
traumatized
one, Armolad did one, I did one. Q is looking for one.
Yeah.
Right.
But if she can't find one, anybody else can contribute. That's fine.
Oh, I could always go. Like,
Do it then. Do it.
not much further. Not much further. Just around this corner. Just beyond that hill. Just beyond beyond those trees. The good old. Just a little further. Just a little further. Deception.
All right. What kind of roll deception? Would you like to use
A
some
resource.
for
I
advantage?
could use a sorcery point to make it magically enchanting.
Yeah. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Roll with advantage.
Where is it?
Come
There we
on,
go.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah, this time I couldn't do anything about it, but there. Have one more success. Now only one more remains.
4. I need to pee.
Froggy, you're in
The
trouble.
thing is, Carlos,
Or
as you
you're in
said,
trouble.
I was looking at you, but then I looked over and I saw that it came from the crowd.
Are we there yet? I'm hungry.
All right, Q. Not letting you off the hook.
You need to do at least one roll in this adventure.
I've
You
been
stop
doing
it,
the
McDonald.
rolls. I don't want to hear it.
Not in this adventure. You rolled in the previous one.
You know
You
what?
have to have skills.
I just realized distracting children. That is a bard's forte. I am gonna roll for performance, and I'm just gonna play a melody to keep them quiet.
Okay. Describe to me how that happens.
So it's just I pull out the pan flute because I would be the closest to the nature around us. And it's just a low, it sounds like a haunting melody, but it's a quiet lullaby.
So they fall asleep in the middle of the road. Thank you very much.
But it's a to if we are being hunted, they're not going to be able to really notice it because it sounds like the wind. It sounds like around nature.
5 successes. With that, like the Pied Piper that you are, the children seem so less anxious. Like singing a song on a long road trip, 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. Eventually, one fell down, knocked it around, and here we are at the clearing. 98 bottles of beer.
Milk. 98 bottles of milk.
Ale.
No, for the kids, milk.
Ale.
There's a good
They're old
clearing
enough to
here.
drink. They're old enough to reach the table. They're old enough to drink.
Your music seems to have opened up a soft spot in this harsh forest. It's as if the land is paying you back with its kindness. of warmth being heard for the first time in a long time. There, you set up this tiny hut, magical hut that you get to decorate and explain to me in intricate detail the insides of. Kind of like a, Scalen's mansion type situation.
That's why I was going with Scallon. Anyway, it opens up as a tiny cottage. It looks like a cottage in the woods, very Bohemian like. It's not like a cottage, Hansel Gretel style. You wouldn't want to go near it. But when you go inside, it's comfort, it's warmth. There's a fire going with a pot of stew on it already going. There's bread, there's cheeses. So the couple people that do go in with the kids, we can sit them down and get them taken care of while two stay out, because we know it's got a minimum capacity.
It is a tiny hut at the moment. With time, your magic might make it bigger. So, who stays in to babysit the kids?
Well, only one of the adults can go in with the kids, or we're leaving a kid outside, because it can only hold 9 creatures.
Technically, a child would have to go out anyway because of Scar. Isn't Scar medium or large?
Scar is a medium.
Scar's medium.
So, question:
medium?
Can you cast 2 of those?
No.
Okay.
One. And it's only good for 8 hours. So
we'll get a short rest.
8 hours
Long rest.
is a long rest.
Full long rest.
No. Actually, no. If it's 8 hours, only one can go in. There's 4 of us. That's 2 hours.
Yeah,
each.
but the rest of them can stay outside.
No.
Yeah,
Right, but what
I'll stay outside, and I only need 4 hours. So
you suck.
but
The look on Carlos's face.
again, if it's only 8 hours for the spell, we all take 2-hour shift rotations. That's technically a short rest versus a long rest for any of us.
It'll work. It's fine. You guys can rotate being on watch. It still counts as an 8-hour long rest. You will get all your skills back, but I will ask you guys to roll.
roll what?
Just to see if interesting things happen in the night.
Oh, what?
Perception.
All of us?
Usually listening for who's taking the first off. What I really
Take the
want to
first.
know is who's babysitting.
Who's the first one to babysit?
Yeah, we are all babysitting one at a time, so.
I'll
I'm not
babysit.
babysitting them on lack of sleep, or sorry, rest. So I'm going to rest first.
They're gonna be resting, not sleeping.
Yes.
That's a wholly different thing.
Yes, that's why I'm resting outside.
I'll take the first watch with regards to babysitting.
Let's
And
get
I
your
will-
first roll. Go for it.
So everybody needs to roll a tame the kids roll and look outside roll. Yes.
That is correct. The tame the kids roll, and that is correct.
Let's
Let
just
me-
go-
What
let's
is
go-
the
let's
tame
just-
kids roll?
Let us
I don't
just
have a
go
tame the
through
kids.
one of us.
Basically, that role will be for taming the kids will be technically up to you on how you're going to babysit.
You tell
Oh,
me
you know
how
how
you would
I'm
like
gonna
to
do it.
quiet them down.
I'm making sure I am. Yeah.
Well, the way I'm going to, I'm going to do my natural thing. I'm
He's going to
full of
talk.
inspiring and cautionary tales
Oh my god,
from
you're
my
gonna put 'em to
battle.
sleep.
There we go.
Don't we want the kids to sleep, not
The kids are
scream
gonna
in
go to
terror?
sleep with their porridge in their mouth.
Yeah,
History.
Well, if you roll well
persuasion.
enough, they
Yeah,
fall
I would say
asleep
that's
in the first
history,
minute.
That's performance. That's
Yeah,
survival.
persuasion. You tell me.
Oh, persuasion.
They're horrified. You
Scared
make
the
it
shit
extra
out of 'em.
bloody. They're horrified. They
They're
are
definitely
horrified.
not resting.
I'm hearing screams from
They're having
outside the
nightmares. One of them might be crying.
They survived. Yes, they have no arms, but they survived.
Oh my god! All right, somebody outside roll me a perception. Whoever's taking the
Okay,
watch.
I'm outside.
I'm outside.
There you go.
No. One at a time. One at a time.
Oh,
Yeah,
One
one
at
at
a
a time. It's fine. The first watch goes through fine-ish. Scar does get to rest a bit because it's very relaxing, but kind of. I mean, like a new babysitter full of. Just. It's fine. She got some sleep. It's fine. Would you rather sleep outside where it's more quiet, Scar? For the next part?
Sure, because I already inspired them with my stories. So I'm thinking I did really good, and I come out and I'm so proud of myself. And now then I'm outside. I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in, take next round with the kids.
Oh no.
I'm going to take the last round with the kids. That way I can now that I've done my watch outside, I'm going to go into a trance.
I've noticed Q hasn't taken any interaction with the kids.
Not
Besides
yet,
the
because
floor.
I got already stopped by the two that all I heard was, okay, Q literally is gonna look at Scar and go, what did you do to those children for the last 2 hours?
Meanwhile, Ray walks in.
As Ray is like walking to the house and Q's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Q's already freaking out for these kids' lives.
Ray. Pink, a nice little warm hut. The kids are more than a few of them are crying. They're very sad and scared, and they look at you who intimidated them last time. And one of them said, "Are they gonna feed us to the wolves now?" Ray, your turn.
You are more valuable to me alive.
You are making my life a little hell right now, sir.
Oh my god.
That could be horrible. It's like they're not even gonna sleep.
So do not worry, little children. You will make it out of here alive.
Oh my god, what kind of roll is that, please?
You're just
Intimidation's gotta be intimidation.
Deception.
Oh my god.
Oh.
holy shit.
Okay, I need my inhaler.
Is
because
that a
of all
success
you.
or a failure?
It's not great, but I mean, they quieted down. They stopped crying.
Good enough.
But they're,
Now sleep, little ones.
they are
Sleep.
they're huddled together to kind of like stay away from you as much as possible. You really scare them. You really scare them. Outside.
Scar, go ahead.
Why me?
Perceive the nature.
You're able to shush everybody outside, or you're able to kind of like hear the natural sounds and know that the wolves are still out there hunting far away. On occasion, you'll pick up their howls in the night, communicating. Search they do still, but not close enough to you at all.
I breathe a sigh of relief and, settle down.
Yes. Um, another restful portion of the night. Q, did you want to interrupt them, or Armolad, did you want to peek your head in and relieve? You're muted, by the way, Armo.
I'm gonna let Armolad go
I'm
next
still
because right
actually
now
I'm,
I don't
I'm
trust
still in a
all
trance. I'm
three
not
of
going to
you.
be available for 2 more hours.
No, that was 4 hours of rest.
No,
Oh wait, you took the first
I was
one.
on watch the first.
Oh yeah.
Or does that count as part of the rest?
Armolad is apparently.
Being part of the watch, it
Balance.
counts for part of the rest because you're just there like
Oh.
resting while you do your eyes
Okay.
open.
Okay, in which case I'm fully recovered. So yeah, it doesn't matter if I'm next or not.
Right now, Q's just looking at you, going, "You might as well go torment these children like the other two just did, so I could take care of damage control."
Okay. I'm gonna first, before I forget, I'm clicking that damn long rest button. Since I just had one. All right. I have to wait until Rat comes out because otherwise there'll be 10 of us in there,
Fair enough.
Ray will come out.
and then I will go in. Are the kids actually asleep?
No. I mean, it's restless. They shift
okay.
in turns, and on occasion some of them will wake up crying.
Would you like to play a little game?
Would you like to play a game?
God.
This will be just between us, kids.
No need to tell your parents.
Oh my God. You're such evil. Nothing like that. No,
I didn't say any of that. Okay.
Well, let's not traumatize him even more. What would you like to do, Armolad? Please continue.
Episode 14 is
Please
missing.
continue.
I agree with Froggy right now. I don't like all of you.
Please continue. You're doing great.
Let's play a game of hide and seek. I'm going to hide somewhere in this hut. There aren't that many rooms in it, is there? But I'm going to hide anyway.
There's not a lot of room. In fact, it's going to be really difficult to try to hide. So.
But I'll try it anyway.
You'll be the scary guy in the shadows. Please be the scary guy in the shadows.
No, I'll be the cloak hanging on the wall. And I didn't do very well.
Where'd he go? He's gonna get us. He's gonna get us. Just close your eyes.
The easiest way is don't look for me.
I don't like this game.
Okay. In that case, if you don't like that game, how about I put on a little show for you? And I start doing some.
Yeah, you
cool,
already did your thingy.
Okay. I can't do
Wait,
it.
I want to see where this goes.
Okay.
Please continue, Armolad.
I want to do some cool acrobatics tricks that also happen to include walking up walls. Just because that's a new skill I have and I have to practice.
Roll it, but with disadvantage because they're frightened and scary. It's not that you can't do it, it's how they perceive it. Oh, it's bad anyways.
There's a lot of scary thuds.
Like, I'm crying.
I didn't get a low intimidation point, did I? Or whatever. Oh well.
Give me
inspiration, sorry.
Oh, would you like to use one?
If I got a Los one, yes. But I had the one from before.
From the nightmare, you did get one. Unless you've used it.
No, I have not. But that seems like a really stupid way to use it, so never mind.
All right. Well, it's about this point that before Q comes in and relieves you, who would like to listen outside to see where the wolves, or did Scar do that?
I already did that.
Scar did.
Yep, you did. Okay. It's
But
about
that
this
was
point.
during the second 2 hour.
That was during Rex, so we still need to roll for this one.
So it
There
has
you
to be
go.
Ra or Q, obviously, since they're the
Yeah,
ones
yeah, it's got
outside.
to be me.
Oof. It's silent. Too silent. But nothing quite bad yet. Or so you think. But the wolves howling has definitely stopped. Meanwhile, you hear or you sense because of your psychic link that things aren't going well inside of the hut. So your turn to relieve Armolad.
I walk
As
out and say,
Armolad comes out the door, I'm
Yeah.
looking at him going, here. Like literally pointing here. This is already starting up my allergies, guys. This is not fair.
he's allergic to us. Oh no.
I'm allergic to, yeah, I am allergic to what you guys just did to these children. Now I have to go in and try to see if I can save their precious minds of some sort.
Nothing left to save.
I don't like you. Q's like literally backing herself towards the door, looking at all three of you, shaking her head.
I'm outside.
Yes, you guys are outside.
You're snoring, Scar. You're snoring.
So we had horror bedtime stories. We had Dead by
Threats.
Daylight
He
video
doesn't think
games
they're
going
horror
on.
bedtime stories. He thinks they're.
And we had
She's feeling very proud of herself. Okay.
Grim Fairy Tales relived. Okay. So what is poor Q going to do to help these poor children have somewhat of a normal life? She's literally going to have to pull out her flute and just get them to
Calm down.
calm down. Try to
Okay.
get them to somewhat sleep.
Okay. Roll it. It's good. They've calmed down their emotions. Calm emotions, another spell that works great for these kids, by the way. They've chilled out for the time being. It's a lot more restful in there. The crying has stopped. Your sort of melody, rockabye baby and slow haunting flute lulls most of them to a peaceful sleep. The first night of which they've had in a long, long time since their parents are gone. You too fall into a nice little peaceful sleep inside.
I don't like you right now. I know where this is going, sir. I don't like you.
Why are you looking for more family when you have one that loves you right here? You should come back to us. All is forgiven. Come
Why
back
do I
to
call
where
that-
you belong.
That's
Why
a
what?
blatant lie.
We took you in when you needed it most. We shared our powers with you, taught you all the good tricks that you know. Don't you remember all the fun times we had?
I also remember being shot by my so-called brother.
I have a temper. I've always had a temper.
That's more than a temper.
You
You have a
betrayed me.
defiancy disorder.
You betrayed me, but
I betrayed you?
when I needed you the most, when I needed you on my side to finally get rid of Allura.
You got Allura, but nobody else was in that topic of getting killed. You killed them because you can't take the word no. You still can't because you turned it away from me again, as usual.
No, yeah. You see, I need you in the family. I'm sorry. I shot you. I was really hurt by you.
Again, with family, you need to learn the word no.
Okay. But I want to see it. I want to hear it from you. Face to face.
Nope.
Disappears. You wake up and in a start. It's morning time. The kids are snoring.
That vanishes.
You guys outside have a more restful day. It's cold and bitter, misty morning. On the verge of looks like going to be rain for the next foreseeable part of the travel. What would you like to do?
Can you place me on the where we are on the map?
Yeah, we're like right about here. We're there.
Okay.
So we could either go to Madame and drop off the kids, or we could take them to the village. And
Well, Locky is probably your best. Let's see, how's it go? That's terrible. Let me.
What did you just do? Oh, that very thin blue line. Ah, it's a police drama. The thin blue
Let's
line.
see.
Ooh.
Well, Locky in that direction. I don't know. That's the one I was looking for.
almost 7 miles away.
With 8 sleep-deprived children?
No, they're
Or-
sleeping. They're sleeping now. They're more terrified of the other 3 adults in the party, but they are asleep right now.
The rest of the the bigger town of Valaki, or we can go to the Barovian village.
That's what I was thinking of dropping them off at the village.
I was
Before
thinking
moving.
dropping them off with Mrs. What's-Her-Face. Just about the same distance, and at least it's
Madame
heading us in the
Eva?
right. Yes, and we're at least heading in the right direction that way.
You may go to Madame Eva if you choose, or to the village of Balaki, or to the village of Barovia.
You have options available for you.
Well, if we go to the Madam, we might be able to get a horse and carriage to go towards Wallachia. But we would have to go before nighttime.
I assume it's like dawn now, like first thing in the morning kind of thing?
Plus a little bit extra, but yeah, in
Okay.
essence.
And not a lot of howling in the distance?
Not in the daytime.
Hmm.
Why don't you roll me a perception check to make sure?
Okay.
But it's only 7 miles, so we could technically make it today.
Well, what we can do is, if we're going towards Valaki, we have to go by Mrs. What's-Her-Face anyway. And
Madam Eva.
Madam Eva, okay. This is what's raised Madame Eve, the same thing. And if she doesn't want the kids, well, then we'll have to take them to the lackey. But
Well,
if we can
maybe we
unload
might
them
be able to get
earlier.
a horse and buggy from her to carry them, because remember, 7 miles for us as adults is different for children. Children, they might feel like double.
What did my 20 tell me?
You're safe. It's just natural foresty sound, and you paid very, very, very close attention for any unnaturalness.
Okay.
You're very sure that you're have evaded Kirill and his weremen and are safe for the time being in this glen.
Madame Eve. There, I wrote it down. Looks like Evo, but close enough.
As a wood elf, just to advance the plot, sounds like to Serpol to see Madame Eva.
That to Serpol? What?
This little above you to the north is called Serpol.
Okay.
Actually,
I thought she was closer to the G.
Yeah, you have to go here, but I mean that
Yeah.
basically Cerafoxx. Yes, that entire area. They're right next to the pool called Cerafoxx. Survival checks. One of you give me the survival check or a history check or some sort of
I'll do
check.
the survival.
All right. You were very good at finding the way back to get to the road. Almost like whereas before this forest was shifting and moving last time, you find your pathway back easily, a little too easily. But you get to the road, and you make your way back easily through the road, unless you guys want to cut through the forest and avoid the road. It'd be easier travel, but you'll be safer and stealthier the other way. Or you could just roll stealth or something, investigation, perception checks, if you go the road type. It's just a matter of hours and how you want to track with the kids. I'll let you guys decide.
Road would be faster with children.
Yes. They would get caught in things in the
I
woods.
do believe we have enough firepower to take down a small army.
You touch those children, we're going to have an issue, sir.
I wasn't talking about the children, but if you insist.
So,
I'm good with perception and stealth, so there you go.
why don't we roll somebody, give me a thing for the
A thing?
Stealth. Give me a stealth for the group.
I can do it if you'd like.
Yeah.
A little help would have been nice, yeah.
16's good-ish, but nothing in the way between you and Cerafoxx as you take the shorter route. It's about midday-ish when you get to the location where Madame Eva was.
I knew you were going to say that.
But you came here anyways.
Yes.
The area is empty, as if not hastily. In fact, there's very little sign that the encampment was here at all, lest a few trace cart sections that you find where it was too hard to bury the tracks. Otherwise, they tried to leave as little sign as possible. But they've definitely moved on.
Can we tell which direction they went?
I need a good survival check.
As opposed to an evil one?
Yes, as opposed to an evil one.
I can't roll for it. It would be really bad.
I can
How
do it.
about you can do it and I'll assist you, since we have the same skill level in it anyway. I didn't need to assist. Okay.
They headed They headed towards the east. No,
East?
they headed towards the west, probably towards Wallachia, away from Barovia.
Towards Cedar Falls?
Yeah, in that direction. But from there, the trail, they could have gone anywhere. It's just you get the most like they went
Yeah.
this way, not this way.
Okay.
Not towards Barovia, away from Barovia.
Well, that's good. I guess we're
Midday.
going west.
Well,
Right.
that way is Wallachia anyway.
Mm-hmm. Are
Yep.
you feeling lucky, punk?
I'm
Wallachia.
feeling very lucky.
Time to take a trek with the kids again.
The place we've never been to before.
Well, hopefully we catch up to them before they get there.
Let's see if I could find some.
They have a
words
day on us, so probably not. If they decided to go through Wallachia, they made it easily in a day. The route, well, not direct, is at best 10 miles.
Now, if you're following the road the whole way, it's not exactly a straight line.
All right. Section H.
Oh,
So
it's
first
there.
off, when you passed section F, I should have read something. Oh well, too late. We won't get to it. Section F. Instead we'll go to section H. The Cerafoxx. You follow the river to the base of a canyon, at the far end of which is a great waterfall. A great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon, nearly 1,000 feet ahead. Did you take this little pathway right here? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
almost
did
exactly
before
10
you-
miles.
So yep, there it is right there. You basically get to that section there. Roll me something to calm the kids down to make the trip a little bit easier and quieter. And from there, we'll go to.
Intimidation.
No. No. You three stay
I can
away from
assist
these
you with
children.
that.
Stop. All three of you. Stop. I can see it in your eyes. No. 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 No.
He's intimidating. I mean, gosh, he's only a dragonborn.
It's
Oh,
it works.
I will just play my flute. I don't care. You leave the children alone.
How about I use insight to see what would calm them down?
Yeah, do that.
That's bloody
You just
impressive.
wasted your good 20.
A 19 and a 20. Wow, that's
The kids hear the words village and they've been kidnapped from their parents, held captive, and now being dragged from one place to another. The thing that'll make them feel good is love. They haven't felt that in so long.
Yeah, I don't
hug
swing that way.
time.
And hope. Hope.
Got it. So, uno, dos, tres. No. The one that has nothing of family is the one going, nin, 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 nin.
Group hug.
They start to feel a little bit, they feel better knowing that Armolad is not a scary monster in the dark.
That likes to climb walls.
Yeah. But there's still a little bit leery. This next part of the trip goes fine until you get to section I.
Aye, Captain.
Let me see on the map. Does the map show horses? It does.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's a horsey. Yes. I was wondering what that thing was.
It's missing a T and a C.
A T and a C?
It would spell something but it's missing a T and a C.
Oh, I see. If the T and the C were between the I and the H, I get it.
Still, you know what? Before this, there's a little challenge here. The chasm's walls are slippery and sheer and can't be scaled without the aid of magic or climber's kit. The bridge is slick with moisture, but also safe to cross once you get to the top of it. So, the road south of the bridge leads down the mountainside to Area F, which we've come from.
Not only can I walk up the sides of things, I can also walk on water. So I can go up and use a rope from the top to help people up.
Why don't you help the kids? You want me to roll for them, or do you have a more ingenious way of helping these kids up this slick embankment?
You mean besides tying them all together? And
pulling them all?
With the help from some friends, yes. I can get an adult up with me first. Preferably
Scar, why
one
don't
with
you
some
pull
strength.
these kids up with rope? And everybody else, first off, Armolad, obviously rolling acrobatics or whatever you want to get up there. Scar, you're going to want to get up there with advantage because you have rope.
So survival or what? Athletics?
Yeah.
She didn't need any rope.
Armolad, all right, so she doesn't need it, but Armolad didn't do too good getting up there.
Why would I need acrobatics if I can just walk?
That's true. It's to like position stuff, the rope, things like that. But with F, there's her help. You're able to pull the kids up with the rope. No fuss, no muss. You continue on. These kids, I don't know.
Oh.
They've been tied up before. This is nothing strange to them.
Why are there two spots that are labeled B? Where is that? Yeah, there's two spots labeled B.
I don't know, but give me a second.
That doesn't matter.
First, we get to I. Once on the road. The gargoyles on the bridge are harmless sculptures. You get to section I, to the black carriage. Even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits into, widening towards the east. There you can see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare.
You mean thoroughfare?
Or thoroughfare. Basically the same thing.
Parked at the fork in the road. Maybe. Parked at the fork in the road, pointed east, is a large black carriage drawn by two black horses. The horses snort and snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air. The side door of the carriage swings open silently. Los's carriage awaits you if you choose.
I'm not going anywhere near it.
Is there like actually somebody in it?
The black horses with those deep black eyes just look at you expectantly.
Is there anybody actually in the coach though?
Not a living soul besides the horses.
Are the horses actually alive?
If we get
Steam
in, we have to leave the
rises off
kids.
of
I'm not
them,
doing that.
and they snort every time they snort and stop. Big puffs of steam in this morning in the mist. Still getting close to evening, but not quite there yet.
Well, I think what we need right now is like, I don't know, a nice fire to rest by. Why don't we just torch the carriage?
I'm not entirely sure what these carriages are for, but why don't we just walk past?
We could.
The
But certainly
party,
don't want to get in it.
the party walks past it. The children are very frightened from this thing. They're almost clutching to cues, like they're huddled very close to her as you guys walk past this. The black horses just sit and stare in silence, and on occasion will just a snort.
Well, to you
If it
too.
wasn't for the kids, I might have gotten
Q
into
turns
it.
around and looks at the horses and go, "Tell him no."
Moving past it. Section B. The gates of Barovia. The horses are back here, by the way. So that's what.
Yeah. The gates of Barovia is the one that's marked B back at the beginning of the map.
It's just the way.
And now it's B again.
I
Yeah.
think it's because these horses can be. I can move them at will.
Oh no! The B is not. Oh well, whatever.
Yeah, at the very beginning of the map where we came in.
I thought this was
B.
this was the I portion.
That's because that's that entire area. There's two gates of Barovia.
Yeah.
Two sets of these gates exist. One west of the village of Barovia and one east of the village. The fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods, on both sides of the road are high stone buttresses, looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence.
If they talked as disembodied heads, I'd be worried.
The gates swing open as you approach.
Okay, I'm just moving myself so we can see the gates. Okay.
As the hinges move. The kids don't like that. They're afraid to move forward and might need some encouragement.
I got that.
I'm sure Q gives you a look of don't you dare.
Doesn't seem to. So I'm going for it. Yeah, I'm abusing the fact that she's busy or occupied otherwise.
Oh, okay. Well, In that case, da, 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 da.
Da,
You
da,
pass
da.
through it in foreboding. Armolad, why don't you roll me something to comfort the kids, or Scar to make them feel safe, or Red?
Another insight check.
Actually, I can do a perception check and try and tell the kids that they're safe here.
Perception doesn't really work for that.
Yeah.
That would tell you it was safe.
Right, but I can convey that to the kids.
I
Yeah.
will be right back. I do have a small human here demanding cereal. That one you guys can torment.
Okay. No worries. Thank you.
Just saying that you
Make sure you
perception
stab
doesn't
it
work
first.
for
Yeah,
that.
probably.
Yeah. You would need to use persuasion.
Yeah.
But
I'll try and figure out again what.
I can
what will
assist you
make
with
them happy.
intimidation if you'd like.
I'm not going to do intimidation.
Yeah. Why don't you roll me some persuasion with advantage, or each of you individually.
I'm not rolling no persuasion. I don't like kids.
You actually
14.
want me to roll persuasion?
No. Did you? Who rolled that last one? That was Scar.
I did.
Scar.
Scar rolled with advantage. All right. So you got a 14. They huddle close to you with a look like of, okay, sure, if you say so, you'll protect us, sure.
Look at my big sword. You think I won't be able to protect you?
Look at
Oh,
my big
boy.
muscle.
Big axe.
The
The
big
violence is exactly what they
No,
need
no,
right now.
No,
Reminds us of
it was
violence is
not.
exactly
I
what
was
they
not.
need.
No. When they said that, it's like, look, I've got a big axe. You don't think I can protect you? And it was not to intimidate. It was just to explain that I'm there to protect them.
As you say that, and everybody's passed through the gates. Close shut behind you, startling the kids for sure.
These have got to be the dumbest gates on the planet, because you could just walk around them.
And the fact that I have my axe still out, I'm like, having them behind me, and I'm like, looking.
I mean, you're between the gate and the kids because they're definitely huddled behind your back and, scared. It might be time for another nighttime adventure as you move forward. The next obstacle would be the section O, or anywhere in between would be a good spot to rest up.
Can't we
Before we
cut
get to bed.
straight north as opposed to avoiding this long trek? Or what
You
are
could
I
go.
don't know what those symbols mean.
What
Are they
symbols?
height level differences
Yeah,
or?
they are height level differences.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a topographic map. You're like, this is all
Okay.
mountainy area. So I think by nightfall you could reach maybe the section O.
I thought this was only 10 miles from where we
And
started.
it's it's a
was
little bit
7.
more. It's just
Well, 10 miles along the road.
Yeah.
no. You did 10 miles from straight to straight, but going along the road.
No. It was 7 miles straight. I measured it. It's 10 miles along the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, given the fact that normal human walking speed is about 20 miles a day, and we're walking at half speed at best, that would be 20 miles to get to Malak.
Yeah, but also
one day.
the map isn't quite accurate on that part. I made that point like very clear ahead of time. Like, this is not too. Don't rely on that too much. So, moving on to the. Do you want to rest up, or do you want to go to section O and figure out what the
1
heck.
square was 1/4 of a mile. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little measure thingy.
Yeah.
So if you 0.8 of a mile, and then from there there's the rest of 1 mile, and there's another half mile to get
1,
up
2, 3,
here.
4. Yeah, it's actually accurate. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was 10 miles along the road, or 7 miles as the crow flies.
Well, anyway,
But we also have
Carlos did
children.
say that we only make it halfway there today, so we'll make it halfway there today.
Because the kids, I mean, they're, it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
They're there to delay you. It's a whole thing.
it's working.
So,
I can
you
throw
could,
up another hut.
you could throw up the hut for safety overnight, which is probably a good idea.
Can
And
you
you
drop
can
2 of them?
travel at night. Roll me a survival check to figure out a good spot.
I'll do it.
That's good enough. There's a section, let's say right here in the. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Oh, that's a
Here, I'll get
section.
myself out of the way.
Yeah, well, there's a section right here which is very safe.
Where? Not seeing a ding.
Me,
Oh, okay. I see it
where the
now.
me is.
The U is. There's a great safe spot right there. It's around the bend. You can see clearly out. It's hidden. You set up for the night. Same as before, except that this time I only asked for 2 helping out with the kids and 2 listening for people, because it's not as dangerous as you're not in active pursuit from the wolves.
Well, we still have to have only one of us go in with the kids because we have 8 of them.
One at a time.
So who wants to go be babysitter first? Because Q is not going to let you guys go after her.
Nobody wants to volunteer.
Volunteer
Why don't
what?
you just stay with them the entire time and let these guys do the roles?
I am perfectly fine staying inside the whole 8 hours with those kids.
Done
Yeah,
and done.
because for some reason the kids are scared of me. They didn't like my bedtime stories.
I hate to tell you,
Big
Scar, we don't like them
lizard,
either.
You're a stranger. You're not human. You're as far from human as is possible to them. Yeah, you're a monster. Sorry. Q,
Can't help it.
Yes.
you're in there taking your time to calm them down. How would you like to, for your shift, how would you like to spend that with them?
Technically, it's more of a curiosity of being with these kids as it's a curiosity of them being with me.
Why are you so scary?
What do you mean?
You got this darkness around you.
Q's like looking around like darkness around me.
You know how you said like you kind of enjoy that, like the gothy things and happening, like that would
Yeah.
normally freak other people out? That translates to the kids.
I don't know.
Are you gonna hurt us?
I wasn't planning on it.
What's gonna happen to us then?
We're getting you to a safe location.
Okay. Will it really be safe?
You should be. I can't make promises.
No more
Not for
fighting.
me.
I can't promise any of that.
One of the kids is holding on to a little stuffed animal, or like a little stuffed doll that looks very familiar. I mean, it looks like you. It looks like Arena slash Q slash other Arena. It's just with the
Yeah.
different hairs. Raggedy Ann doll type, and on its description it says, "Is no fun if is no Blinky."
What?
If there's no you.
Is no fun if no Blinky. It's like a trademark of the doll. Why don't you roll me a more inspection check on it, or ask some questions if you're curious about it?
What would I roll that under insight?
Sure. The kid explains that he got it from Valaki, from Blinky, Blinky's magical toys. At least that's what the werewolf lady said.
Question is, who is Blinky? I'm trying to figure that out.
I put it right in the chat. Yeah, I am Blinky.
I think he makes toys. Fun toys like this. Creepy doll.
So you said they're in Valenkia? I can't
Valaki, yeah.
remember. Valaki?
Where you heading towards?
Do you want to be an apprentice to the toy maker, maybe?
Well,
No.
she's just like, it's just a doll. Can I have my doll back?
Yeah. Q in the back of her mind is basically saying these kids are as traumatized as she is, and this isn't working.
Meanwhile, outside, who wants to do some rolls?
Excuse me, sure. Ouch. What would you like? Perception?
Perception's good.
Sure, stealth, but yeah, okay, perception. I rolled it really crappy again. If I could roll something above a 10.
You hear sounds. It's bothersome. It goes on through the night. You can't quite find the source. It's like grinding, low hum. Like bone against bone, or stone against stone. It's far off and echoing. But because it's so quiet elsewhere throughout the night, that keeps you up and wandering. Again, it's sources hard to find with a thick fog, and the placement of where you guys are at between rocks just echoes. Other than that, nothing really attacks you throughout the night. Except the dreams continue. I would like everybody to roll me
I don't sleep, so I don't dream. But okay.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Including me?
Yeah, including you.
I clicked the wrong thing.
Oof. Oof,
You want me to
oof.
re-roll the
We're good. You're good, Q. I said wisdom. It's fine. You're good.
Yeah, wisdom and wisdom save is the same for me, so it doesn't really matter.
I think the two's got it.
Me. That's all my fault, guys.
You remember Rack? Scar?
Yeah, my dad. Remember him?
Shut up. Red. Shut up. Red.
You remember how you let him down? Have you
Yeah.
told his son how it's your fault that he died?
I have not told the son. I have not.
The memory of him being lost again in front of you. Blocked, hit, disintegrated. The last look of why? Help me. Why did you let this happen to me? You're a monster. Everybody you fought with dies painful, violent deaths. These kids, you tell the stories, they look at you with horror and disgust because they know they're next. In your mind, you see them begging, no, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. The monster's out to get me. As you devour them, rip them to shreds, your animalistic nature. You can't fight it. You're meant for nothing but battle. The rage takes over you and you lose control. When you come to, blood all over your hands. The kid's motionless. Look of horror. And you wake up.
Well, that was not a restful night.
The kids seem fine the next morning. Their time with Q seems to have helped them calm down. They seem almost cheerful. A little too cheerful.
I did not feed them sugar.
The evidence speaks against it.
All right, so moving forward. Let's get to the old bone grinder that's next ahead on section O. Old bone grinder. You pass by the source of as you travel on the road, you pass by the source of that motion, of that grinding sound. Once a grain mill that served Balaki, this slouching windmill is now home to something. It stands atop an off-beaten path of a road as it stays there with a haunted, abandoned look that just still seems to, on occasion, move back and forth with the wind. Otherwise, now in the daylight, lies dormant and silent. It's off in the distance. But you could just go past it. There's no need to investigate there if you don't want to.
The fact that you said there's no need to investigate there means you're right. We should keep on going. You thought I was going to say something different, didn't you?
No one's gonna say those 3 words.
The penguin sleeps.
No.
Oh, not those 3 words? Oh,
Let's
okay.
investigate there.
All right, so see how it's like
No
a
one's
try
going
run,
to say
so you
that.
could continue moving forward.
Yep.
Make it easy. As you start approaching through the daytime, roll me perception, stealth, something or to keep the quiet.
Perception.
All right, let's roll it.
Only.
I did natural
Natural.
20.
Perfect. At one point, you see and you hear danger coming. Your danger sense has been heightened. You pull everyone off the side of to the side as a group cart with many soldiers, many guards, all in black and red uniform, with a certain S. You know that how can I put this? The gangster S symbol that you see all the time.
No.
All right, well, I'll show it to you guys later.
Okay. So it's like Zorro instead of Zorro?
That's what I was thinking of Zorro when you did the
No,
flash.
you do when you do three lines like this, and the top of it is like an S. I'll show it to you
Oh
guys
yeah,
later.
I know what you're
We used to
talking
do
about.
that
I
in
see
middle
it all the
school.
time.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a gangster S. All right, which is for Los Santos or Strahd. S is Santos has been the family's last name. Anyways, they pass by. You manage to avoid them looking, doing their patrol run.
So it looks more like a patrol than a caravan with guards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You continue the rest of the way towards Valaki. But before you get there, there's another, like, gated section. Not quite like the spooky doors that open up, but more like a wooden post with Valaki on the main road. Big wooden with 4 bodies hung off the rope, just swaying in the slight breeze that pushes the mist on the road. Who would like to approach and investigate?
And we go around them?
Don't ask me to investigate.
Yeah, I suck at
No
investigation.
me.
Yes, none of us are good at investigation.
Just give me a simple.
we are
Why don't
better
everybody
at,
give me a perception check?
we're better at shooting first, asking questions later.
Well, perception, I can see going there. Yeah. Get it?
I'm staying in back. I'm watching everybody else.
All I'm seeing is targets.
All you're seeing is targets in the Armolad. Distinctions start to seen on these bodies as you really start focusing in on them. They're definitely dead, hanging. The first one is dressed up in some sort of furs, but the face has been painted in red, possibly all blood, as well as the arms and the skin. The other one, a female, thin, young woman with reddish hair and with pale skin. A man, an elvish looking fella, long pointed ears, no armor, sort of like in a robe,
that's supposed to be me. Okay.
and one that looks now takes a while longer to recognize. Oh, that's supposed to be me hung up there, or at least a representation of you guys.
So who's the one in the furs?
Scar.
That would be Scar.
Just a human
It would
dressed up as a
like go
dragon
over my
person.
head.
Oh,
Honestly,
okay.
it would go
I was
over
wondering if it's not a
Scar's head.
dragonborn, it's not Scar, but okay.
No,
it
but it
would've
has
gone
red
over
painted
Scar's head.
everywhere.
He is not the most intelligent person in the world. So, or she's not the most intelligent dragon in the world. So it would have just gone right over her head. It's like, oh, what are those things? And not even, it wouldn't have even phased her, to be honest.
Until somebody just points it out.
Yeah.
And one of the kids
they're
says,
supposed to be us.
"Is that supposed?" The one of the kids says, "Is that Scar? Is that your sister?"
I don't have fur. Do I have fur?
And I think with
I love my
that,
scales.
welcome to Valaki. We'll continue this next session next time.
Which I believe is on the 6th.
Next Saturday.
7th. Yeah.
Yep.
6th?
7th.
Whatever.
Yeah. Unless somebody wants to cancel. No? No?
7th, yeah.
I
I'm
have
good.
no plans other than this.
I'll be a year older then.
Oh, happy birthday early.
You're more than a year older than me already, so
I'm a lot more than a year older than you, but yes.
just a teeny tiny bit.
Well, I hoped you liked this spooky episode.
Other than the nightmare of my good friend.
I'm just annoyed we're still with the children.
Yes.
We spent
And
the
we
entire
don't-
episode with the children, and we're gonna have to pick them up next week.
Did you enjoy
Goddamn.
babysitting? I did.
Let's just ship them off to daycare for the week and pick them up next Saturday, okay?
Drop them off at the toy maker, let him take care of them, yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, let's put the bandit mode on.
Hey, my cat, my desk is lined up like this. And so one of the cat and the window is right here, like right there.
Right there.
And the cat goes from the window sill, puts her paws up onto my desk, and then just stares at me. But then she keeps looking over at my food, licking her lips. Here she comes. Here she comes. No.
We can't see the cat sadness. I'm sure he or she's adorable.
Yeah.
We can see the shadow for a second, and that was it.
They're getting
Well,
big.
Thank
Stealth
you
Kitty
for
is stealth.
participating in my torture, allowing me to torture you guys.
It's fine.
It was either that or we do a fight. I think this went better than the fight, right?
Yeah, but
It was very
Scar's
different than
like-
the fight, yes.
I really
Stars-
enjoyed you guys babysitting. I enjoyed that way too much.
You enjoyed it a little bit too much. Just a
Robbie
little
says it was different. It was different. So, but I don't know. I always thought that my regaling of the fights that I've been in, the battles I've won, and I thought that would be
Yeah.
entertaining for the kids.
Again, I stand with horror stories, DVD games, and Hans Christian Andersen grim tales going on with the last one.
That's who she is.
I do have I have two big rules in D&D whenever I'm DMing. Number one, don't actually hurt the kids. Don't actually hurt the kids. That's like, They,
I was
we're not
never
into
going
NPC killing kids at all. In any
But
way,
why,
shape,
why would you each kill a barbarian? I pull out the sword to show them that I'm able to protect them, not to hurt them. Why
yeah,
does
but
everybody think so bad of her?
because I haven't punished you enough, and everybody else is getting tortured, and when I tried to torture you, you were like, I don't know. I'm like, all right, I'll make it scary for you and
Uh,
let me do it.
And then you torment Q instead.
Yes.
I mean,
You're
you
having
made
so much
yourself an
fun with tormenting
integral.
Q. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that.
You
You're having
made
a
yourself
fun
integral
time.
to the plot, and it's great. You're doing fantastic, by the way. Thank you for letting me torture you so much. How did you like talking to Wooster for a little bit? I like what you said with the
Did
no.
you know with the way I was talking back to you, your reactions body wise were exactly how I picture Los talking with Q. Like almost like two children bickering at each other, like sister and brother.
Oh, this is gonna
And
sound
just hearing the word no from me, your face just opened up even more.
Well, also, Los doesn't like no.
No,
That is
he
the
doesn't.
point. And will never accept no.
And Q's the only one that's ever told him no too, and gotten away with it.
Look how
That's
far Los has come. Soon he'll rule everything.
That's what he thinks.
Nobody will tell him no.
That's what he thinks. Does Q believe this? Absolutely not. That's why she keeps telling him no.
That
And
was
as you
cool.
can see, the
Thank you.
horses didn't even
We're
want to go
gonna-
tell him no.
We're gonna break into Los's place and go to all the labeled light switches and
change them.
install them upside down.
All I'm hearing is that you're not scared of Los enough, so I'll have to up
No.
the ante next time.
So we
Next
turn
time
all the
we
light
play.
switches upside down.
Listen,
so
listen,
instead of
listen.
it saying on, it says no.
Listen, Carlos. We have been dealing with somebody named Lowe's for the past 5 years. It has lost the edge as a threat.
Yeah.
And
I'll
it
just
kind
wait a
of
little
loses
more.
threat when the one little sister got shot. She doesn't care anymore.
My order for groceries is on the way.
I
No,
got
I
some
don't
good
believe
stuff
there's going to be a
planned. I
happy
got some
ending.
good
I
stuff
know there's going to
planned.
be something brutal, but I don't believe it's going to be Lowe's winning.
Anyways, I got some good stuff planned. Thank you for participating in this with babysitting. Yeah, it'll be easy to get rid of them for the next episode, and then you guys get to level up. Yay!
Get rid of them. Is that it?
Wait. We get to level up because we babysitted, guys. That's
Yeah,
our reward.
but only
You
after
earn
we
an
deliver
awful
the
lot of
babies.
experience that way.
When you get somebody to help
But
translate the
but
Tome
when
of
he
Los,
says
we're
getting
good.
rid of, is that getting rid of as in going to an orphanage? Or is that getting rid of as in getting rid of?
No, orphanage.
We'll find
Orphanage.
A
We'll
tomato
find out.
potato.
We'll
Maybe
find
their
out.
parents. Actually,
No.
the kid had a toy from Blinky the Toy Maker from Valaki, so maybe that's where the parents are.
At least for that one
Again.
kid.
Yeah.
Let me see if I
Again,
could give you
rule
guys
one, we don't hurt children.
let me see if I could find the Blinky in the story.
Here's a story about named Blinksky. What? A man? What? Yeah, never mind.
I'll get it later. Next time. We'll find out all about Blinky's toy store and Valaki, what's going on there. We'll plan some dinner. We'll get rid of the children. Love the
Yes,
children.
with these words.
Next time
On.
The Curse of Los. But for now, it's dinner time and I want some nachos. Maybe some bonus nachos.
Bonus nachos, everybody.
Bonus nachos, y'all.
Bonus nacho.
Take care, Froggy.
Press the button. Get them in.